I forget what I was just gonna do. Forget about it. Let's slay some bass. I've been rocking the 1/3 ounce jig with the number 3. Fishing look like it's about to turn on in the next hour. Let's see if we can't bag a limit before then. I've been trying to work the lift and drop, pop and drop I call it. I find that method just works the best. So I'm rocking the level 13 rod, the level 13 reel. I got a lot of things going on. 13 bass, jiggly, that 1/3. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. I like to do it right there, stop and drop into the lift and drop. Oh, there's a fish, first fish of the day. As you can see, I'm using the 8-pound fluorocarbon. There's a big fish to start the day. 2 minutes took me to get that fish. Keeper. Bass Guru 1. Got a free gold. Gold don't come by too often, but you can usually buy some cool stuff with them. I've yet to find anything where it's like, gotta spend my gold on it now, other than the permanent Texas bass trip. But I got this license and this trip over to stay here till what, 10 o'clock last night when I bought the... There is fish on. Banks trophy. Wow, it's worth 300 bucks. Cool. Second biggest one. I caught a 4-pounder yesterday. I was surprised. Bang. Oh, missed that one. You can just tell when the lure just starts doing that weird thing, and there we go, got him. Could be a big fish. It's not often that they crank out the line like that, but he's just a fighter. And it was even greater about that cast was, right when I cast, I saw that fish jump, or was reeling in, I seen that fish jump, and I'm like, man, the lure's going right through there. But then I was upset when I missed the first hook set opportunity, but then he came back for the second. Let's keep working that same method, so the same thing as before. Missed that first bite. That's a tricky one to get back onto when you're using the lift and drop method. Let's see, what do I got? 3 fish probably ready. 3 fish in 5 minutes, that ain't too bad. Those trophies are alright. I want to get those uniques. I guess they aren't around here yet. Maybe going for them unique bluegill. Go fishing for those. Can't, ooh, see, I let go. That's the thing about the lift and drop. You gotta almost slow it down. Gets a little tougher as you level up. Used to be they'd just jump on the hook basically if you were holding the L trigger. I've been missing quite a few, but it's because I've been using the retrieve method. It requires me to let off, and it's like boom. So I mean, I don't know. Trying to figure some way to do that, but usually when I have a good retrieve like that and I don't get a bite, I switch it up. Try over here. Ooh, quite the long cast into the weeds. Might get stuck up. Think I'm out of it. Start off with a stop and go into the lift and drop. Just let off again. It's hard to keep into that. Try over there one more time. Yeah, nothing interesting. Try over here again. Half hour gone by in the game. 8 minutes elapsed time. There you go, if you were wondering that. I might have paused it a little bit, so... well, maybe hours every 15 minutes. Got that one. Bang, 2-pounder. Apparently I gotta wait an hour to fast forward time again, so I'm going to catch my limit here bright and early. And save my next time warp so I can go ahead into tomorrow. I guess it's alright with me. Usually takes me an hour every time to bag a limit. Why not? There's a fish jumping. Let's see if about this jumpers. I like the jumpers. I think there's a fish jamming around in there. Let's try and bring it by him. Stop and go into the lift and drop. That's all I do with the bass jigs now. I've had such luck with that method. And if it doesn't work and I'm having a rough day with anything, I might work the twitch a little bit. I have had results with the twitch. Lift and drop has just been hot with the bass jigs. You find that right speed and you're just hitting the left and right triggers at the same time. I'm gonna change up colors. I want all three directions without a bite. Let's go with lemon white. I'm sure they have a color name for it. Can't quite think of it. Once again, clicking on the right trigger, stop and go into those. Stop and drop. It's left and right trigger. A little spread apart. And then a little faster as it drags on the ground. Boy, I can't believe a fish ain't attacking that. Well, fish on, there we go. Switched up the color, it was what it was all about. They just must have been tired of seeing that same color. Wow, looks looking pretty good. 2.4. Yeah, I can't wait to move up to the better lakes. I bet I can get way more cash. If I'm getting $3 grand a day here, just imagine what I can get somewhere else. I may take a trip to Colorado soon, but I don't know, just not feeling it. I'll figure what else where I'm going after this. I'm gonna stay here quite a few days probably. At least till my license expires. And then maybe even another day. Why not? If I'm slaying them like this. Actually, I can only stay as long as my equipment will allow. And it seems to be holding up. This is beginning of day 3, and we're still in the 80% on my rod. My reel is just kicking butt. Wow, new record. Trophy smallmouth. Wow. What the size of my... Well, no, it's not quite the size of my one in real life. That's my second biggest one. They're calling a 4... Man, I know I caught a 22-incher on the apple. I think that thing must have been like a 7-pounder. It's the same thing as my bass, was 22 3/4. Man, that thing was a hoss. Bang, fish on. Nicer. These bass jigs are working on the 3rd ouncers. Just working mint. I don't know if once I get them, of course. At this spot, I think the 3rd ouncers are mint. It's nice when you just mix it up and you find something that works. Alright, I got a bite, so I'm gonna throw it back in that direction again. Had a nibble. A little nib. Just a reminder, this game is free. If you want to come join me, you can friend me on the PlayStation 4 network, King Dave the One. You can come fish right next to me during the broadcast, if you please. Ooh, missed that one. Nearly entering the magic time. We are in the magic hour, 6 o'clock. Oh yeah, we're in the prime time now. Now that the sun's up. Those bass are gonna be tripping. Got him, boy. And that's how you gotta do it. When you get the hook set, you gotta let go of the reel in button. You have to only hold the left trigger down. And then if you happen to be unlucky, like if you're in a long jerk and stop, you will have to reel in. So most of the time I do reel in, but it just seems like that spit the hook. I'm not sure if that has to do with me reeling in. Sometimes I'm reeling in and it just boom, sets the hook right away. You got them on. But I find when they're real finicky like that, you just feel like you're getting bites, but you can't quite set the hook. I only will hit the left trigger. Like that. I knew I was snagged, but you kind of seen how I pulled up. That's what I would have done. I guess you can't see, like, if I'm hitting right or left. I'm gonna try one more in that direction. I can't get just discouraged because we had one miss bite. I'll go with a stop and go. I'll bring it into 90 and work the lift and drop method. That's all I do with the jig, same thing every time. It's been working lately, why not? If it don't work, I switch the color. Alright, that was pretty weak. Not even another. That was 2 in a row, no bites. So the fish I caught before then must have been the only fish over there that wanted that color. I'll switch the sides. If I get no bite on this cast, changing color immediately. And boy, when I have a retrieve that's that good and you don't get one, you know it's has something to do with the bait not being what they want right now. Simple color change might be all the difference. Must be no fish over there. Let's try one right by these logs. There we go, got him. Fish on. Boy, this is a fighter. And I I got that 8-pound fluorocarbon line. No problem for that 2.6-pound fish. Not a problem. There was a simple color change. Casting by those logs. Bada bang. Let's try over here. Pretty close to level 20, I think. I'm only 18 right now, I think. Level 18? Am I 18 or 17? There's no way I'm level 18 yet. Wishing I was level 18. Forget what I could buy at level 18 that I wanted. Oh, missed that one. Oh man, that was tough. Tough, man. But that's what happens when you're doing the lift and drop. All of a sudden you get a hook set and you're letting go of the trigger and he just spits the hook. Sometimes them's the breaks. But that's the only retrieve that's been working for me lately. Just try to remember to stay into it, just feel it. Sometimes you just know when a fish is going to take that bait. Sean, bang, got that one. Ooh, a jumper. No problem. Smallmouth this time. It's a pretty looking fish. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking I should try a tournament here soon. Once I'm done with this trip, I need to rack up a bunch of cash. It's only costing me $500 more to stay here. I'll probably just stay here till 10 p.m. Central. The time I bought my daily license, it cost me 1,100 fish dollars. I don't know what they call them. I call them fish bucks. You get the fishing coins too. They call them fish coins. Fish bucks just sounds really cool. Fish bucks or fish coins. I don't know, I was thinking of buying some coins, man, but this shit just seems so expensive. Not really, it's like a couple bucks. I mean, if you don't want to fish all day. But I mean, to me, the point of the game is to fish. And that's the problem with free games. I just get hooked. Gotta get all the stuff. I'm too cheap to spend money on it. I'm gonna try over here again. What I get? 27 pounds of fish in 24 minutes. So you're gonna average about a pound a minute at this spot. So I mean, probably be able to be here a week till 10 p.m. Is it like 3 something? No, not even. Pretty sure the one football game is still on. We might take a break and watch that for a bit. I can always rewind the TV an hour. I've only been broadcasting 24 minutes. Bomb another one down there. For good measure. Stop and go. Yeah, it's madness. I know everyone's like, how can a guy do this so much? Well, I want cold. I want to get to the better lake. I think I want to get to Florida. Gotta be monsters at Lake Okeechobee if that's really the spot. But I want to have a decent chunk of change. I remember starting the game with 15 grand. I went through that in 5 minutes. Look at that. Sometimes you just get bored and you want to reel in, and there the fish is on. I'm hoping it's a lunker. Trophy 4-pounder. Beauty. Yeah, the trophies are finicky like that. 100 experience. Yeah, but we might need to go to a new lake after this long trip. Go for even bigger, badder fish. I'll do that once this reel's done, then I'm switching it up to the other reel, and we're going all out. Looks like I got a while until something breaks. Actually, I think on the reel ends I'm gonna reduce the drag and just fight them longer, you know, to increase the longevity of the rod. See how the damage goes down? Yeah, and it's reeling them in just fine, so this will extend the longevity of the trip. But I like to keep it high during the hook sets, for sure. See, boom, right back up, but not too high. On that one lake, I was almost convinced I had to have it all. Well, actually, I had to have it up because I only had the reel. I didn't have the new rod, and I had way too light a line, so there was only 2 settings on the reel that existed underneath the red zone, as I call it, of when you have a fish on and you set the drag up. So I just set it high and then bring it back down right away after I set the hook, which was kind of fun. And then I was kind of convinced that that was the way to get better hook sets, was to have your drag set as high as possible, get the hook set, immediately bring it back down, which works. But then sometimes even during halfway through a hook set, I'd be bringing it down and then you'd get away. But I almost want to rock that method and show you guys. See if that doesn't work. See if I don't miss less strikes. I always try to hover my left finger over it, but I gotta be focused, so I'll probably be quiet here for a bit. There it was. Boom, fish on. And I brought it down right away. I usually tapped it twice because that's the setting I had it on my other one. Actually, then I'll bring it down even more to keep my rod life extra long. And I think I got tons of line, so I think I'm gonna throw that shitty line there out. And these guys aren't too hard to fight. If he was running on me, I might push him a little harder, but that's all you need. Boom, keeper, done. 37 pounds in the live well in 28 minutes. Can't wait till I get to higher levels. We should be able to pull him in. And there we go. I'm going to level it up all the way. I'm going to do it all the way again. So I feel that helped. And then once I get a fish on, you quick boom boom double tap that left D-pad to bring it down right away. So I feel if you have it set high, when you get the hook set, boom, you get that tension right on them. You know, if it's a lunker, it's going to be like bloop, yeah. That 8-pound test ain't going to cut it. There it is. Oh, see, and I missed him. So I already was ready to bring it down, though. And that looked like another fish, or I'm just yanking it out of the water. So I think I just made the mistake of missing it those times. And see, that's kind of why I like to keep it just a hair under. That was actually working, so that gets the tension pretty high. So, I mean, I think that would bring in a hook set on most sized fish in this area. Plus, then I can go to that technique of when you feel like you got a hook set, you just hold down on it. That other one, I got scared because I didn't want to break the line. See, right there, I can just crank right into it to keep the hook set. And the other one, it was like I could crank and I wasn't sure. And so, yeah, I'm just gonna stick with this from now on, unless it's crazy circumstances. Another monster. Well, it looks like I'm about 5 pounds off of my limit, and it's only been half hour or 2 hours in the game, so yeah. Every 15 minutes is about 1 hour in the game. I just figured that out. I'm sure all you probably did if you noticed before me. Congratulations. There we go, fish on, I love it. Got him. Looks like I'm gonna have to wait 34 more minutes to speed time up again, so I definitely need to get a bigger fish shack. At the rate I'm making cash, it should be alright. Well, I suppose I can just pause the game and go do something else for a little bit. Doesn't hurt to stop fishing for 15-20 minutes. Although I don't know, I scored the trophy yesterday. Boy, I got up at 4 a.m. I fished right through till midnight, 12:30. Boy, that was a long day. I scored the Maniac trophy. That was it's kind of insane. It's like only one more fish. Fill up the stringer. It's been 33 minutes already. Man, I've been slaying them 42 pounds in 33 minutes. Just on 2 baits, 3rd ounce bass jigs. Boom, fish on. That guy was here watching and he left. So he missed the fish catch. It's just too darn bad. This looks like the final fish of the day here, folks. Wow, 2.420. Wow, that's a perfect keeper for the final fish of the video. Anyway, everybody, remember to like the video, subscribe to King Dave Motorsports if you want to see more, and check back in about 20 minutes. We'll have another video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you will have a good day.